Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Rita and I hope you are doing well. I hope you are having a great start to your new year, and I hope and pray that you are not as stressed out as these people. So apparently, people are flipping out about masks. People are confronting people in stores about why they're not wearing a mask.
Put it on!
Get away from me!
No!
Get away
Put
from
your
me!
mask on!
I'm sorry, you can walk away from me right now, sir.
Put your mask on!
Get away from me,
Put it
please.
on!
And really losing, as you can see, losing their minds to a point where they feel that they can get right in somebody's face, or that they can scream in somebody's face, or that they can even lay hands on people. And I don't mean this kind of laying hands.
When I saw you lift your hands, I saw 7 demons scatter. Oh!
I mean this kind of laying hand.
What are you? Some kind of a nut or something? Hmm?
But I. A likely story. You unmitigated churl.
If this thing, this bat stew flu thing, if it was airborne like these people seem to think, and it was that contagious, then these little paper things to cover their face that they're buying from the dollar store would not protect them, and definitely the cloth thing would not protect you. If this thing is airborne, like, your eyeballs are still exposed. Okay, so if it was as contagious as these people thought, then surely they would never leave the house. Right? Even still, they would be floating through your vents. I mean, it would be out of control. So except for somebody spitting a loogie at you,
it might get nasty.
Those masks don't help. They're not helping prevent anything. If that's what you think, if that's what these people believe, that it's airborne and all of this stuff, why are you outside? That paper thing on your face is it's not airtight. Unfortunately, no, I shouldn't say that, but it's not airtight. So it's not like it's keeping any particles or anything out. I just don't understand. The other thing is, on airplanes. On an airplane, same thing applies. As a matter of fact, Denmark did a study. I believe it was early last year, they did a study, and they actually, I think they removed all mask mandates on airplanes, because what they realized was that the air, that the ventilation system on the airplane goes from your seat up, right? So when you breathe, the air is just going out and being filtered. So the person next to you, when you're breathing, you're not breathing all over them. The air is being sucked out seat by seat, supposedly. So they banned mask mandates for that reason, because clearly they've done studies and they're following the science, but it's not about science. But anyway, so on an airplane, if you think, and in restaurants and everywhere else, if you think that somehow you wearing a mask as you walk to your table and then taking your mask off while you eat, what, do you stop breathing when you eat? Because otherwise, if everybody stops, if you're still breathing and the thing is spreading like you think and it's airborne, then you taking your mask off at the table, everybody taking their mask off at the table and breathing, you're gonna catch it. So what if you think about it logically, it's not airborne, right? It's not just floating in the air waiting to go up your nostrils or into your eyeballs. But these people act like they believe that. Now, clearly, the risk that some of these people are willing to take by getting into people's faces and putting hands on people would have you to believe that they believe that this thing is airborne, that they believe all of this stuff, right? But if you really think about it, if you think about it logically, none of that could be true, right? If you think about all that we know this is not true. So I think there's something else going on with this. This is something else going on with these people. Now, in the one video, this woman, as these two women get as this black guy's on an elevator, and these women, these white women, get on the elevator. They start yelling at him about the masks and all this stuff, right? And berating him. But then one woman yells, BLM.
Get out.
Get out.
Yo, stop.
Get out. Get out.
What you guys doing? Get out.
Get out.
What you guys doing?
What's wrong with you?
Get out.
Don't touch me.
Don't you have
Do
kids?
not touch me.
Get out.
Do not touch me.
Get out. I'm not touching you.
Do not
Oh,
touch
did you just hit me? Did you just hit me?
You just hit me.
You just hit me? You too?
Black Lives Matter.
Yo,
Black
this is
Lives
racist. Wow.
Get out.
this is-
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives
Black
Matter.
Lives
Now I've seen, I've watched this a few times. I'm like, that seems so out of nowhere. Like, why are you yelling that? It seems random. But I'm going to tell you why she yelled that. The reason she yelled BLM like that at him is because at this point, BLM, Antifa, all these groups, these acronyms have become, they have become the thing that you use to identify yourself as being not anti-vax, not anti-mask, not racist, not xenophobe, not a conservative, not a Trumper, not so when people say that, when that lady said that, I strongly believe that what she was really trying to indicate was that she was a supporter and anti all the stuff that this guy, this black guy who she was yelling at, obviously was not about. He was obviously anti BLM, anti, Biden. So her yelling that at him, Black Lives Matter. What she was trying to say was, I am a vaxxer. I believe in the science. I believe all these things. And you're an anti. So that it's interesting because that means that to her and to a lot of these people, Black Lives Matter is just a term that they use to encompass everything that they think conservatism is not. So that was the reason she yelled that. Black Lives Matter. And she's yelling this to a black man. So what else could she possibly mean? She wasn't saying it to say like, hey, we're buddies. No, she was saying it in a demeaning way, like she was throwing it at him. That's why she was doing that, because BLM, Black Lives Matter, encompasses that those left-wing ideologies. So by her saying that, she was yelling to him that he was not part of that. Even though he was black, he was not part of that. That's why she yelled that. So all I'm saying is it's really not about what they think the science is. And it has graduated to something way bigger. It has graduated to some sort of collectivism and some sort of thing that these people can believe in collectively. And that they can band together. And it has nothing to do with the science. I mean, these paper masks, we know, come on now. They're not preventing anything. This thing is not airborne, or you would have caught it or whatever already. If you haven't, just by breathing, give me a break. We've seen these politicians out and about in restaurants doing their thing and like nothing. So we know it's not about that. So what it is, it's some kind of a movement. It's this mass thing is it's all a part of that movement. That's why these people are so heated about it, because it has become a religion for them. Just like everything else, all all this other stuff that they are doing, it has become a way of life. It has become a belief system. And how dare you heretic, you apostate, not be wearing your mask. So those are my thoughts on it. Let me know what you guys think about this video. It was really crazy to see the escalation of people's emotions get the best of them. Those are just my thoughts. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Till next time. Ciao.